Some Idaho lawmakers are now looking into adding criminal charges for anyone who administers an mRNA vaccine like a COVID or flu shot. A bill officially introduced into the Idaho state legislature would do just that.
Now, some might say that the vaccine was created because of COVID. Others might say COVID was created for the vaccine. Full disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, not a nurse, nor a scientist. That being said, these words I'm saying, what you're about to see, is the words of the people in the videos I'm about to show you. What's going on with y'all? Welcome back. Look, we gotta talk about this real quick. Idaho, man, it's gonna be a misdemeanor if they can get this bill passed. A misdemeanor if you administer mRNA vaccine doses on patients. And the whole time it should be a felony for real, seeing all the things that's been transpiring over the past couple years. I mean, all these situations that's been happening. If y'all pick up what I'm putting down. So yeah, y'all was better off taking the Novavax or the Johnson & Johnson. They have no mRNA. Or you know what? Better not, because those aren't really safe and effective as well, allegedly. I mean, at this point, it is criminal if you keep administering these shots and pushing this narrative when time and time again, the safe and effective narrative is getting debunked and manhandled every day with all these analysis and data that's coming out. I mean, I know myself, most of y'all as well, we, natural herbs, natural remedies, natural immunity. Check out my last video about natural immunity. YouTube wanted to remove it. I appealed it. They accepted it, brought it back. I mean, you can't really argue with the facts and the data. They seen it was what it was. We're going to turn it over to Idaho 4 News. Roll this clip.
Some Idaho lawmakers are now looking into adding criminal charges for anyone who administers an mRNA vaccine like a COVID or flu shot. A bill officially introduced into the Idaho state legislature would do just that. Tonight at 6, Bronte Saratsky joins us live in studio and explains what mRNA vaccines are and why some lawmakers in Idaho want them gone.
Well, this bill, if passed, would amend Idaho state code by adding a new section to penalize anyone from administering an mRNA vaccine in the state with a misdemeanor. In Idaho, a misdemeanor offense is punishable by jail time or a fine.
And we are seeing more and more concerns rising because of the mRNA vaccine.
Idaho Senator Tammy Nichols, one of the lawmakers sponsoring this bill, says she's had concerns about the COVID-19 vaccine because it was administered under an emergency use authorization before receiving FDA approval. The bill would essentially make it a misdemeanor for anyone to administer an mRNA vaccine like a COVID shot in the state of Idaho.
We have issues that this was fast-tracked. There's no liability. There's no access to data. The risk benefit analysis has not been done. There's no informed consent.
So yeah, there you have it. Look, this is why we say no to drugs. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't natural remedies, natural herbs, you know what I'm saying? Just chill on that until we get further data and analysis and information down the road. It might take 2, maybe 3 years in this case. But we've been knew this from the get-go, from day one. You know what I'm saying? They just now catching on because they know the heat is coming, man. We got to stay on that net. But look, also, there's also more deaths with the vaccinated than the unvaccinated. How so? Don't take it from my mouth, YouTube, since you want to keep removing my videos. Take it after this doctor, Dr. John Campbell, based out of England, who looks at data all around the world. Roll the clip.
This was a report. It was commissioned by the Washington Post. Kaiser Family Foundation Vice President Cynthia Cox, who does a lot of this kind of work. Now, this is quite interesting. 58% of coronavirus deaths in August were people who were vaccinated or boosted. And that is people who'd had a primary course of vaccines, at least a primary course of vaccines. Now, it's fair to contextualize this because if we look at CDC data, we do find that 80.06% of the United States population is vaccinated. So there's more people in the vaccinated group than in the unvaccinated group. But it's also true, as we saw, that there were more COVID deaths in the vaccinated group for the first time. Now, historically, this is quite interesting. September 2021, vaccinated people, 23% of coronavirus fatalities in people that were vaccinated. January and February 2022, it had gone up to 42%. And as we saw now, it's now gone up to 58%. So we see that the risk-benefit analysis is changing. The data is there before our eyes. So a direct quote from the Kaiser Foundation in the Washington Post: we can no longer say this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
So all I gotta say is to wrap this video up real quick. Why is the state making it a misdemeanor, a criminal act to administer mRNA vaccines? Why is Dr. Campbell referencing data points and analysis that shows over the years there's more deaths with the vaccinated than unvaccinated? You know, people passing out, falling out. I'm not saying this because of the vaccine, but you know, we trying to connect some dots. We need some more answers. We're not trying to push no narrative, YouTube, but we just, you know, trying to find out the facts, and we want to get down to the bottom of it. But it's too much profit involved, and it's too much politics involved. And right now, we gotta keep our foot on that net. We need more leaders, less followers. I'm out.